agree with me that the primary objective of raising a child is to prepare them for the real world. What we're about to reveal in this debate is quite shocking and will prove that children should not be allowed to work and earn money. No one passes by a royal family without paying obeisance, so I would like to give respect to whom it is due. With this I say, good day Mr. Chairman, my highly esteemed panel of judges, my accurate timekeeper, my disputed co-debater, and my ever-attentive listeners. My name is Ebola Timothy from Bijamic School. To begin with, a child is someone below the age of 18. Work is any activity, be it mental or physical, that a person does to get return. What to earn money means to make a profit. I strongly believe that children should not be allowed to work and earn money, as my following point to clearly prove. Firstly, it is time-consuming. A child is meant to be in school to acquire knowledge of various subjects, to have a better chance of choosing a better job in future. Letting a child to work and earn money rather than to learn to improve the country as well as themselves will affect the child learning process at school. Secondly, it places more strain on a child. Childhood is meant to be enjoyed. We only get it once. If society starts to make it a norm that children should provide for themselves, children become obliged to do so to relieve their parents of the financial burden. Thirdly, it leads to child exploitation. The International Labour Organization once said in 2017 that over 152 million children ages 5 to 17 are being engaged in child labour. Some of them are out of schools or are dropout. No wonder the alarming rate of over 185 million children are out of school, partly due to child labour. And yet my opponent says that children should be allowed to work and earn money. Again, I will not swallow my saliva without mentioning the fact that it leads to downfall in production because the child body is not fully developed for that kind of job. This is why letting 10 young adults to do a job is more beneficial than letting 20 children to do that same job. Furthermore, children unlike adults don't have any use for money other than running to the nearest store to buy chocolate and biscuit. Again, self-motivation can be taught in regards to homework and study. This effectively teaches children how to manage their time. This is more effective than sending a child to go for employment just to acquire skills. Lastly, it affects the child's health condition. According to a research conducted by a committee on the right of children as one of the United Nations body for children, 35% of children who are engaged in paid job are mentally disturbed and become ill-tempered. In conclusion, although some people may say that letting a child to work and earn money will make them to acquire skills and become financially independent, but of what use is sending a child to go and work and earn money just to acquire skills when some of these skills are now being taught in school? So what we expect from our opponents is to focus their time, energy, and resources in thinking of ways we can include more skill acquisition subjects into our curriculum, so a child does not need to go and work and earn money just to acquire skills. Rather than leading my highly esteemed panel of judges and this honorable house to think that it is right for children to work and earn money. With all these points of mine, you all must agree with me that children should not be allowed to work and earn money. Thank you.
Thank you. The next person from Bijamic School.
My name is Oluwatimile Adebeshi, representing Bijamic School. I'm here to oppose the motion which states a child to be allowed to work and earn money. Firstly, I would like to define a child. A child can simply be defined as a young person of either sex. Going straight to my main point. Firstly, unhealthy families. Families strained with financial problems are unable to provide needs and wants for their children. This faces the children with the fact that they have to provide income for their younger ones or for themselves. Secondly, even when child labor has been declared illegal, it is surrounded by walls of silence, but this wall is beginning to crumble. One of the main reasons of child trafficking is the fact that children are faced with the fact that they have to earn money. This makes them easily be tormented or lured by traffickers, which promise them a better life. But the traffickers later make their world a living hell. With this main reason, do we still think that a child should be allowed to work and earn money? With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to put you as a state of perplexity that a child should be allowed to work and earn.
Thank you so much, Bijamic School. The next school we have is Tombe School.
Before it gets to your school, confuse them.
Please remember 3 minutes.
Good day, Chairperson, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and my fellow students. My name is Nifemi Olaiwola, here to represent Tombe College as I support the motion which states, should a child be able to work and earn money? Before I begin, I'd like to give meaning to the terms child, work, and money. A child is a human being which hasn't reached his or her adulthood. Money is any medium that can be used for an exchange of goods and services, and work is any activity that one engages him or herself in order to earn a living. I say yes firmly to the motion which states, should a child be able to work and earn money, because there have been several life instances where people in the world who started work at their young age grew up and made it in life. For instance, Aliko Dangote. Aliko started work when he was young because of the financial problems that he and his family faced. During the time he grew up, he collected the money and established a firm for himself, which is currently known as the chain of Dangote companies in Nigeria, which has topped Aliko as the richest black man in Africa. Parental units in the audience and high table. If you were to be the mother or father of Aliko, wouldn't you be proud? Furthermore, when children start work at their young age, they begin to become independent and start to fend for themselves. Parental units in the high table and the audience. Wouldn't it be relieving if your child didn't have to disturb you for school fees and any other monetary funds every now and then? I believe that you all would have a positive response, right? The fact is that when children start work at their young age, they begin to cater for themselves when the time is needed. In the 19th century, when parents had to send their children out to start work at their young age, the result was determined and resilient men and women. Furthermore, when a child begins to be an apprentice under him or her father's or mother's work, he or she may become a master, and when he or she decides to further his education in a university or polytechnic, he or she may become a graduate and establish a firm for himself. In addition, when children start work at their young age, they begin to learn business morals like creativity, discipline, strong work ethics, and determination. I emphatically believe that children should be able to work and earn money, because most of the time when children start work at their young age, they grow up and make it successful in life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, 1 minute.